What's up everybody, Jason Page here. Welcome back to another video. In this light painting tutorial, I'm going to show you how I created this image right here. The tools that I use to create this image are the black fiber optics from Light Painting brushes, along with the do-it-yourself screw-on color filters. For the filters, I've done two different ones. I did one that has a fiery effect, which is just some red, orange, and yellow gels. And then the other one is just kind of blue and purple gels that I put down in there. And I put the gels in there prior to attaching it to the black fiber optic. Once I go ahead and attach it to the fiber optic and light it up, the colors that I have inside the screw-on color filter will come out the ends of the black fiber optic. The only other tool that I use is the color hood. I just used the white one attached to one of Frank's RGB lights, Frank at Light Excursion. I'll put a link down below so you guys can get in touch with him if you want to try out one of his lights. But just used his light on the blue setting. I really like the blue that this light produces. It's a really pretty blue. Just attach that via the universal connector to the color hood to block the light source from being seen. The black fiber optics are both attached via the universal connector to Soonfire MX66 flashlights. The settings that I used were ISO 100, f/22, shooting at bulb mode, and the total exposure time for this image was about 240 seconds. So real quick, I'll just show you kind of how I held the tools with the lights on, and then we'll turn the lights off and actually create the image. The first thing that I did was illuminate the triangle pyramid spacecraft in the middle, and I did that simply with Frank's RGB light on blue with the color hood. The color hood again blocks the light source from being seen, so I don't have the streaks. I'm only getting that projected light from the image. So what I did was I wanted to make it look like the light was being projected out of the 3 points of the pyramid or triangle. So what I did was just kind of come in and illuminate to those edges from all 3 sides. Next step is I just went and illuminated the interior of the kaleidoscope itself to make it look like the inside was glowing. Then I just used a little bit of light to illuminate the spaceman as if the craft that's up in the sky is kind of projecting light onto where he's standing. Next, I'm using the black fiber optic with the bluish and purple colors in the screw-on color filter. I'm using this to really get in there and light right around where the spaceman is. So I'm using the black fiber optic, holding it by hand and getting in real close and real precise with the light right all around the spaceman, and then just kind of adding some overall light to the scene. The other thing that I'm doing here is I'm going to use the black fiber optic to create this sparkly effect. Next, I'm coming in with the other black fiber optic that has the screw-on color filter with the red and orange in it, and I'm just going to use this to, again, illuminate the ground. I'm doing this in the same way that I did with the blue and purple one where I illuminated all around the spaceman. I'm doing the same kind of technique and holding it in the same way to illuminate the ground where the spaceman would be standing. And then finally, I'm creating that fiery sky effect. So I'm just doing that by holding it straight up and down, pressing it down, holding it for a second, moving it, pressing it down, holding it for a second, moving it. Just like this, and I'm gonna do this throughout the entire scene. I'm not turning the light on and off. Again, I'm using that reflected light to also illuminate the scene a little bit, but then adding in those embers of light by pressing down the fiber optic onto the actual metal that is going to end up being the atmosphere of this image. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start the exposure now. Again, settings that we're using are ISO 100 f/22 shooting on bulb mode. Again, the first tool that I'm using here is the white color hood attached to Frank's RGB light, just using this on the blue color. I'm coming in from the very top and illuminating that light down straight onto the point of the pyramid here. And I'm gonna go around to the other side and just do this at all 3 points. The premise is that the pyramid or spaceship is emitting these lights off of the points of its structure. Now I'm illuminating the inside of the pyramid I'm actually walking all the way around it in 360 degrees to make sure I illuminate all the corners and really try to get in there. If you don't do it this way, you'll get these black spots. Now I'm just adding a little more light right there to where the spaceman is. Next up here, using the black fiber optic with the do-it-yourself color filter with the blue and purple gels in there. Again, using this to get right around where that spaceman is. You can get really precise with this light, and that's why I like using the black fiber optic in this way. Now I'm adding in the sparkly kind of spacey effect here. Same fiber optic, just holding it straight up and down while pressing it and holding it down on the metal part. So I'm again illuminating the whole scene in this way, but also getting those kind of sparkles from it. Now I'm coming in here with the other black fiber optic that has the orange and red gels in the screw-on color filter. And I'm just using this in kind of the same way that I was using it to illuminate right around the man, just trying to get that real precise lighting and illuminating all the earth and dirt that I've put in this scene. Now I'm coming in and doing the same technique that I was doing with the blue and purple sparkles. Now I'm going to do that throughout this entire scene with this fiery effect. And you'll see how I'm actually doing this here, holding the fiber optic straight up and vertical while kind of pressing it and just kind of bouncing it around through the scene. Again, this is doing two things. It's illuminating the metal, and that reflected light is getting recorded by the camera, but it's also getting some of those kind of embery burning effect. As you see here, when I'm down by the dirt in the area of the ground, I slow down the movement a little bit and try to get a little more of the sparkles right in that area. And then in the sky, I'm kind of picking up the pace a little bit and just filling it all in with color and this overall fiery effect that I think looks really super cool. And that will do it, and we'll stop the exposure and see what we got. And there you go. You can see we have the lights that are coming off of the corners of the pyramid or spaceship. You've got that fiery effect all throughout the sky there. And then you can see right where the man is standing, the spaceman standing, you can kind of see there's that sparkly effect. And the way the colors blend together there, I really love that. You get that purple and blue and orange, all those colors kind of blending together and playing together. Look really good. I love that. And there you go. That's the scene. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give me the thumbs up down below. Any questions or comments, put them down in the comment section. I'll try to answer anything that I can. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the subscribe button down below. If I don't get a video out before Christmas, I want to take this opportunity to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. Thank you guys so much for the support. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. And hope everyone's getting to spend some time with their friends and family the holiday season here. Until the next video, get out there and get creative.